gets like almost to the top, dude. And he's fighting, he's doing his thing, and then somebody kicks him and then like halfway down, there's a, you know how it steps and then like a little flat area and then more steps?
Yeah.
He lands here and you can see the stunt guy jump to get to the next set of steps to fall down. Dude, it is so stupid. And I'm like, bro, seriously? Welcome everybody to Moat 9, M-O-A-T, the number 9. Hopefully I wasn't drowned out by that. I could turn it down in post. Anyway, the legal episode.
Legal?
It's
18?
21.
Oh.
Not for that, you fucking perv. Jesus Christ. We're going to end up canceled before we become famous. That's going to be pathetic. So,
Hola.
buddy.
What's up?
We have... Oh, why'd you take it off? Rude. We have The Mandalorian, of course. Succession, not you, but the show.
Me?
Succession, The Outsider, John Wick 4. Did you actually watch Tetris?
No.
So then why'd you put it on the list?
I don't know.
Oh, to try to watch
Yeah.
it? Okay, so then we can take that off. See how quick we are? We already got one out of the way.
Did you watch Tetris?
No.
Oh.
But you, dude,
okay.
I didn't watch Succession. I didn't watch you. You talk all the time.
Did you watch The Outsider?
Yeah, I am. Oh, my God. Okay, so we're going to obviously start with The Outsider.
Not the book.
So this show is tripping me the fuck out. We were watching.
What episode are you on?
We're on episode 7.
Oh, shit, you're way up. Okay,
yeah,
nice.
I thought you had seen the whole thing.
I was rewatching it. That's what I was asking.
Rewatching it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm in episode 7. I get off work, go to the bedroom. Do our thing, whatever. Not that thing, but like, oh my God. I'm talking about, I just didn't want to say I go to take a shit.
7 episodes? Damn, every episode.
That's how you watch a show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, give me say it's only the intro. Shut up. I tried.
So we've been past the recap.
Right? And detective. So for you, which one are you liking better so far?
So I'm going to tell you this. I went back and I started watching The Outsider again.
Okay.
And from the first episode, I was like hooked.
Okay.
And I had already seen it. I already know what's going to happen. But still. And this has been out for 3 years already.
Yes.
So I was just like remembering how good The Outsider was.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you're on episode 7?
Yes.
So they are an hour long.
Yes.
And I think you have how many episodes left?
3 more.
Yeah, because there's only 10 episodes.
Yep.
So you're almost there.
Almost there.
Tell me what's going on episode 7 or where you're at.
The medium, I don't know what she is, the black lady with the dreads or whatever.
Okay.
The braids. She just dropped a bomb on the wife. They did that little meeting where they're like, so it turns out it's the boogeyman. And the wife just flipped the fuck out. Like, you brought me here for this shit. You're going to fix my husband's reputation because you're chasing the fucking boogeyman. And she fucking bounced, which was fucking fantastic. Jacinda doesn't like the wife, but I loved it. That shit was fucking hilarious. Like,
you're talking about the wife of
the guy
Marty?
Yes, Marty.
Marty Bird.
Marty Bird. Dude, I gotta say, dude, I love Jason Bateman. That guy
really good.
Can do nothing wrong in my eyes. Like, he's not appreciated enough. He does comedy very well.
Yeah.
He directed, I want to say, the first 5 of this show. He's executive producing this stuff. He was working pretty closely with Stephen King. This is based on a Stephen King novel, by the way.
Yeah.
True Detective.
So let me ask you this. Did you know that The Outsider was supernatural? Like it had a supernatural sense?
Yes, because when I saw the original trailer way back in the day, I was hooked from that moment. I've been wanting to watch this since it came out because I heard it was Stephen King. I heard it was Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
And I know Stephen King doesn't always do supernatural, but I looked into it and it had the supernatural element in it. So I was I'm there.
See, and I had no idea watching The Outsider. So for me,
none of it, not Stephen King, not Jason, nothing.
No, like I didn't know that The Outsider had anything supernatural in it.
Okay.
I had been wanting to watch it. I don't know. I watched it when it first came out. So yeah, like
so it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but
okay.
It was great. Watching it again, it was just kind of like, wow.
It yes,
I was like, holy shit, I want to watch it again. I want to watch more.
Even though you know pretty much
what's happening. But
yeah. So that's the way to do it, because it's been, like you said, 3 years. So that gives you a good time frame to be like that you get to catch stuff that you didn't catch the first time. Exactly. That type of stuff. Okay. So highly recommended. The only downside is that, okay, you can answer this for me without spoiling it. Is it pretty much done?
Yeah. After the first season?
No. Well, I know they they canceled it.
Yeah.
But did they give you an official ending like an anthology show would, or did it leave it kind of cliffhanger-ish to where a season 2 is expected or wanted?
I think it left like a little bit of a cliffhanger. Like if we were expecting another, yeah.
So it should have continued technically, because that's what
it was more like a cliffhanger that said, okay, this is the end of the story, but if we were able to continue, we would. Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah. Okay, that's what I'm worried about, because if it's gonna be one of those shows where we didn't continue it and they didn't give you a real ending,
yeah,
I'm gonna be bummed out, because I was reading up on it and there's no plans of continuing.
And I'm going back right now trying to think what the ending was, and I cannot remember. So
even better. That way you're surprised when it happens.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay, so that's The Outsider.
Let me go over you and Succession really quick.
Done.
So Succession is in its 4th and final season. I think they're on episode 2. It's pretty much. Have you seen any trailers on Succession?
I was just about to ask, which one is Succession?
Succession is.
I'm thinking of Billionaires, right?
Yeah, Billions.
Billions. Okay, so it's still business oriented.
Yes, and it kind of still has that type of rich people aspect, douchey. What?
I was just making sure that was still running. Sorry.
So it's more of like it's a dark comedy, but it's still kind of like. It shows up, people that have their own private jets, make a lot of money, what I mean, have tons of maids, stuff like that. Main character is Brian Cox. I don't know if you remember Brian Cox, older gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he's the father, and his 4 kids. He has 4 kids, and he's a billionaire.
Okay.
So, in other words, he's dealing with these grown-up kids that are spoiled brats.
Okay, so is it just that it's a straight up dark comedy, or is it poking fun at rich people?
It's a serious show.
Okay.
But it's very dark.
Okay.
Like it's
but it's not poking fun at rich people.
No, not like that.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like a drama. So it's a drama, but it has dark comedy in it.
It's a dark dramedy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, a lot of the people, Alan Ruck, you remember him from what's his name?
The name sounds familiar.
What the heck's his name? Ferris Bueller.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
okay,
but much older.
Really? It was only like 2 years ago.
So there's a lot of people that come out in this show. It's really good. It's a bit of an investment because it's 4 seasons. They're hour long.
How many episodes per season?
Probably around 10. I think
that's
it's like 10.
Not too bad, but yeah, for an hour long, that's quite a bit.
And it's a lot about business. So like Billions.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Everything's kind of like business focused. It's good, but the only aspect that really got me was the dark comedy.
Okay.
Because, they're not laughing on screen or whatever, but I'm laughing my ass off because of the shit that they say.
Right. I got you.
And Macaulay Culkin's brother,
I like him.
Kieran Culkin.
Mm-hmm.
Kieran? Yeah, he's in it. And he is like the epitome of the fucking dark comedy in the show.
He's good.
Yeah, so he does really well in that. There's a couple other people that are pretty good, but it's just so crazy how think about these people that are billionaires, what they do and how they live their life, and it pretty much shows you all this shit.
Okay.
I mean, one really quick thing was they were having like like let's say Easter or whatever.
Okay.
And they were playing baseball. They do like their little baseball thing or cricket or some shit. I don't know. Can't remember. Anyways, so there was a Mexican family that was cleaning up and helping, and they had their kid with them. So he tells that guy, his name in the show is Roman Roy, which is Culkin's whatever brother, and he tells the little boy, all right, if you hit this one, I'll give you $1 million. And the parents are like, oh shit. And he writes a check for $1 million, right? And then like strike one, he's like, all right, you got 2 more chances, this is gonna change your life. Strike 2. And mind you, this kid's like 10 or 11 years old, so it was like kind of like my son's age. Strike 3, you're out. Oh, sorry, kid. Rips it up.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
dude, like that.
Yeah, I think I like the show already.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So that's Succession. You, on the other hand, is kind of like me. No, you. You on Netflix.
I'm on Netflix?
Yes.
I'm on YouTube.
You're on YouTube, not Netflix?
No.
Not yet?
Not yet.
So you, which is Penn Bagley, which is Joe Goldberg. Right now they're on season 4. I just finished season 4 and it's insane. It's I don't know, stalker thriller type of movie show. I'm sorry. Also about an hour long. They're good. It's a little bit kind of like every season's kind of like the same, but
they have their formula.
They have their formula, but it's a little bit different because you know that this guy's a psychotic killer. You know what I mean? And he gets overly obsessive with somebody, and then I think we had already gone over this.
Yeah, we went over it last episode, but that's one thing I didn't ask. Is it a different person that he's obsessed with?
Every season.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought it was all the same ongoing story with the same girl.
But it does have that Dexter aspect where he kills people. He's not caught, and he's able to get away with it. Every season.
That's a little more interesting. I don't know if I'll watch it, but okay.
So it's not too bad. Like I said, we just finished season 4, so it's good. If you have nothing else to watch. Since
we're going to stray a little bit before we go into the main ones, I actually watched, because I was thinking I have watched something else, but I can't remember. We watched The Haunting of Bly Manor. Not The House. The Haunting of Bly Manor.
What's that?
The Haunting of Bly... I can't do it. Do you remember back in the day when we were watching, not you, but Sin and I were watching The Haunting of Hill House?
Nope.
Okay, so there's only 2 seasons, and again, this is an anthology. Season 1 has nothing to do with season 2. It's like American Horror Story, where it has the same actors.
Okay. But
they're playing different characters, different story.
Okay.
The Haunting of Hill House was mostly ghost. It's a ghost story, but it's mostly scary. It's supposed to be like your typical haunted house story. The Haunting of Bly Manor is also a ghost story, but they even say in towards the beginning, it's a ghost story, but it's more of a love story. It is actually really good.
Okay.
Really, really good. If you want the jump scares and stuff like that, this is not your movie.
Don't watch it.
It's not a movie, this show. It does have a really good love story. The only downside to it is that they end the ghost part and then they continue for like 3 or 4 endings, kind of like the Lord of the Rings did, where it ended like 4 times. They did that thing. But because they're continuing the love story past the ghost story. So it's almost like 2 shows.
Okay.
If you want the scary part, the ghost part, watch like up until that point, and then after that, it's going to be a very long-winded ending. But I really liked it because that's the romantic in me. The love story is really cool. The other thing that might turn people off with this anti-woke culture that we're now seeming to go into, the love story is 2 females. And I was telling Cindy, I'm like, the only downside is that I watched it after The Last of Us. If I had seen it before, I would have been, oh, this is really good. And then The Last of Us came out. I'm like, oh, my God, that episode with Bill and Frank or whatever their names are, it would have stepped it up. Since I saw that one first, though, the bar was set. And now I'm like, it was good, but not that good.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So ghosts and love story, especially with the female on female, That you're gonna
Female
love this.
on female?
Not literally, but kind of.
That's what you said.
There might be a kissing scene here or there, but it's really good. I thought it was really good. It wasn't what I expected, not in a negative way, but I thought it was gonna be straight up ghosts like the first season. But no, this it's got its ghost elements, but like I said, it's mostly love story. Really good. For anybody that's into that genre, you'll enjoy it. So yeah, there you go.
So yeah.
Booyah. Back to this,
sucker.
or still not yet. I want to say September, October.
I want to push through Clone Wars before Ahsoka.
I
so
wish,
bad.
I wish
I'm
I
like
could.
just gonna put it on just to like. Whenever it's on background, I need background. I'm just gonna put it on just to.
Honestly, we should have probably done that before even Mandalorian. We should have. Both of us should have had that just checked off our list, because even right now in the Mandalorian, there's a lot that I don't know because I don't know the Clone Wars as well as I should. Like they're talking, I've heard about Grand Admiral Thrawn forever.
Yeah.
But I don't know his story. I don't know why he's such a big deal. So when they keep talking about him, I should be crazy excited. When that guy that you pointed out 2 episodes ago
from Rebels.
Yeah, I should be crazy excited. I should be excited about a lot of this stuff, and maybe that's why I don't have the appreciation that I should, because I don't know it. But at the same time, they're not doing it well, in my opinion. But yeah, the stuff in Ahsoka, bro, fucking dude, the trailer alone is already better than everything I've seen in Boba Fett, or possibly even Mandalorian. I liked it that much. Including this last episode of The Mandalorian. We're just plowing through this, huh? All right. Fair enough.
So we have 2 episodes of The Mandalorian.
And I always forget. What was episode 6?
I am getting to it. Episode 6. Jack Black and Lizzo.
Oh, my God. I almost wish we could have skipped this episode. I hated it so much.
I'm trying to think if there was anything good that came out of it.
The hate that people have for She-Hulk is the level of hate that I have for episode 6.
Even though
I don't like Lizzo, and I'm borderline dislike Jack Black.
You build a time machine out of a DeLorean?
But the saving grace was Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
I will say, though, unfortunately, he's too old.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
I got the same vibe from this that I did from Bill Murray in Afterlife, but Christopher Lloyd I like, and Bill Murray I'm like, eh. Afterlife? So to me, Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Like it just, I'm sorry, but too old to pull it off.
Bill Murray in Quantumania.
That one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this, oh my God, dude. And if I were a fan of Grogu, which I'm not, but if I were a fan of Grogu, I would have also been upset at the fact that they made him into a little lapdog.
Yeah.
The episode. What was
at
important?
At the end, she beat what's his face, Rex, Axe. What's that fool's name? Axe.
Vizsla?
The other Mandalorian, Bo-Katan beat Axe.
Rex is a stormtrooper.
No, or Accident. His name's Accent. The one that has the freaking big. No, that's Vizsla. No, I'm not talking about him. They went to that city where Jack Black and Lizzo were canoodling, and I mean they are.
She was all over his
king and queen,
cannoli,
right? They went there to meet the Mandalorian that are on contract, remember?
Right.
And then she beat what's his name to take over everybody again, yeah. And that's where like. Mando was like, Din Djarin was like, here, it's your saber, blah, blah, blah.
Like I said, like I keep saying, the writing is so fucking bad. Like that's how you fucking get Bo-Katan to get the Darksaber. A fucking technicality that Din Djarin could have fucking done like 5 episodes ago. It's so fucking cheesy. It's so lazy writing. Now you're just pissing me off.
Okay, episode 7.
It was so bad. Episode 7, on the other hand, I got a Sons of Anarchy vibe. Did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
Like 70% of it.
Okay, so you know Opie.
Opie Anthony?
No. Opie, Jesus Christ. Vizsla
Yeah.
is the Opie of...
Opie's the guy with the beard and the
yes,
the
his
beanie.
best friend.
Yeah.
So the way it's only been, 2 days? Sorry. Spoilers.
Oh, well. It's
And
been a week.
Dude, and it was almost the exact same thing. There was a barrier where they couldn't get to him and help him.
Yeah.
I totally got the Sons of Anarchy vibe, and even though I was supposed to be like, oh, I was like, okay.
She did it on purpose. How the fuck was it going to fit through that little hole?
Not only that, but he's like, right, yeah, that's another thing. He's like, could you take my gun real quick? But the other thing to me was, he's flat, there's too many of them, just go, Walton. And then he gets rid of all of them.
Yeah.
I'm
But
like,
no,
bro,
they kept coming.
No,
Yeah,
he
they
got
did.
rid of all of them, and then what's his face? The
that's
three
right.
Imperial
Imperial
guards or whatever.
What are they called? They have a name.
Oh, I don't know.
Praetorian Guard.
There you go.
Praetorian Guard.
And fucking Bo-Katan, no, we're not leaving you. All right, later.
Right?
Like I said, the writing is just so fucking bad. But I get it. Like I can imagine that tons of people are like, "Oh my god, this." I get it, but
anyways, Moff Gideon is back in Mandalorian gear.
that's another
Beskar,
one.
really?
No, he looks too much like it's like, you know what happened? They did the AI thing where they're like, let's combine characters. Hey, what would Vader look like if he was a Mandalorian? Oh, cool. That looks really cool. Let's make that Moff Gideon.
It's not in the comics.
I don't know, but it's so stupid. Star Wars has become, and here's my love-hate relationship. Star Wars has become what happens when fan fiction becomes canon.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate it. You have fanboys that have been given the rights to do what they want with Star Wars, and I'm fucking hating it. But it's Star Wars, so I'm gonna fucking watch.
Yeah.
I'm too jaded. It was good. I watched the shit out of it.
Have you seen the stuff that's on TikTok about the armorer being a spy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can buy it. I just don't think they're gonna go with it.
I don't know. Maybe.
Overall, I will say this. This season is way better than the previous seasons.
Yeah.
The previous seasons had
I think it's
little tidbits here and there. They had Boba Fett that was helping save Luke. Totally redeemed season 2.
Yeah.
Little shit like that. But season 3 is doing a much better job of continuing an overall story and giving it, because did you see that TikTok where they're like, bro, we have like 6 storylines going here.
Yeah.
That I will give them. I just don't like the way they're pulling it off. But in that aspect, really fucking good. There's things that I love about it also. It's just, dude, seeing all the Mandalorians like together, like drop together and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Max was like, that's epic. When they all fell.
oh, dude. I think the other problem I have, though, is that the Mandalorians are supposed to be like these ultra badasses.
Yeah.
And then when they get into a situation, they don't handle it very well. It's very clumsy.
Yeah.
Like, I expect more. Their fighting style should be more
Din Djarin
brutal.
is
And
pretty much.
even him, it seems like he more gets lucky than is a badass.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, no, dude, if you're going to make Mandalorians these ultra badasses like Boba Fett is supposed to be.
Well, this last one, those stormtroopers did have Beskar, right? They were.
Presumably, yes. I don't know if it's only Moff Gideon, but
No, I think
it seems like they did as well.
they
Yeah.
have
So,
Beskar because they were just shooting him in the head, in the neck. Did you see that when they were?
I didn't
hitting
notice
him?
that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, a lot of body shots, like where the armor wasn't. They were hitting him there. That's how they were taking him down.
Oh, I didn't catch that one. Right? They turn into prison shivs and shit, and then the other one walks by and he hands it to
shit
him.
vibrates. See that shit?
Yeah, that was
When
crazy.
they fought.
I'll fuck you up with my vibrator. It's like, bro, why do you have a vibrator? That's fucking weird.
Don't touch me with that.
I don't know where that's been.
Right, come on.
All right, yeah, you win, dude. And then the fact that they're fighting because of a chess game and shit. It's so fucking. Oh, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. What the fuck is Grogu doing in a fucking mech suit?
Oh my gosh, that was cool, right?
No,
Me.
Oh,
No.
When they're walking, I'm like,
No. I'm like, holy crap.
fucking kid.
I mean, technically, he's a kid.
Though, did you? I think you sent it to me, or I think I sent it to you. The little, I don't know what they're called, the little creatures that he.
No, bad baby.
Bad, but did you hear the other one? Yeah, I'm out, motherfucker. I'm like, whoa,
Like, what?
bro.
Did he say that?
I gotta admit, dude, I like those little
They're
fucking
funny.
characters.
You gonna get one?
Hey, I am a Mexican, so this isn't racist, but I think they're little Mexicans.
They kind of
I think they're a parody of
'cause
Mexicans.
they fix everything,
Exactly, and do a really good job at it too.
right? Obviously.
Oh my god, dude, that shit is. That's the one thing I will say about Star Wars is that they have a lot of under the table racist shit.
Yeah.
Like the other creatures that are just working and shit. It's like, tell me that wasn't a Chinese sweatshop. Come on, bro. Like, oh no, you must show respect in order to get an answer from us. It's like, that's a very Asian thing to do. Yeah, I see what you're doing, fucking Disney.
I didn't know it was
Inclusive my ass.
Was it the first season? Yeah, right. With the Mandalorian, when he first met the guy that was on that toad-looking horse
I
thing.
don't remember. I want to say so. That sounds right.
That's what's his name? The guy from 48 Hours. 48 Hours with
Yeah, Nick Nolte and
it's
Eddie
Nick
Murphy.
Nolte. The voice
Was
of-
it?
Yeah. I was like,
Oh, shit.
that's why I recognize the voice. It
Huh?
was Nick Nolte.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that was season 1.
It was season.
Yeah, it
right?
was
Because
season
I was
one.
going back and I was like, Nick Nolte, who's it? I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, there's so much good shit in there. I don't mean to just be shitting all over it, but
Yeah, you do.
kind of, but not really. Just
Yeah, you
it's good, but I'm just so disappointed. Get me to write it.
Didn't.
Sorry, get us.
Oh,
That wasn't a joke, but okay. Rude. All right. So, anywho, all right, we'll be back after these messages.
Oh yeah.
You were supposed to say the other part, but okay.
We'll be right back.
You need a break.
Ba-ding.
Welcome everybody back to the final segment of Moat 9. That's M-O-H-E. Then okay, that's too much.
Wiccan. Wick.
Let's get wicked.
Let's get Wick.
Let's get wiki.
Wick. John Wick.
So one of us saw it and the other one did not. Sadly. So I'm gonna try to the deal that we made is I'm gonna give a review without spoiling it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you most of it. I just won't tell you the end.
Okay.
I won't even tell you if I liked or disliked the end.
Ooh, okay. Let me ask you this: is there
Go
going
for
to
it.
be a part 5?
Yes and no.
So he's alive.
The world is gonna continue,
Yeah.
and I won't say why, but not necessarily with John.
Did you see the series that's coming out?
It's coming out like in a couple months.
Is it
no?
Peacock?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it's
What is
Peacock.
it called?
The Continental.
Continental.
That one's gonna be interesting. The
Continental
Continental's coming out,
Breakfast.
and the spin-off with Ana de Armas.
Holiday Inn.
Hotel, motel,
Holiday Inn.
If that, never mind. Yeah, so the Continental's coming out, and like I said, the
Ana de
spin-off with
Armas?
Ana de Armas is coming
So
out.
she's going to be like,
I'm not sure. I don't know what that is, but that's coming out.
her name's going to be Juan Jick.
Yeah, Juanita Week.
Juanita Week.
I don't like the overall series. The complaints that people have about Fast and Furious
Okay.
is this is the gun fighting version of Fast and Furious.
Okay.
They just went the first one to me was absolutely perfect.
Perfect. Yes, that's what I was about to say.
It was absolutely perfect. And if they had left it at that, I would have been completely happy. A lot like The Matrix.
Okay.
If they had left that one alone, perfect. But then they went into 2, 3, 4 that did. Apparently, Keanu Reeves has a thing about let's make 4 and fuck up the whole series.
Yeah.
I love Keanu Reeves, but it just like everything that made the first one great, they decided to make it more in 2, even more in 3, and let's just get ridiculous in 4. He has like 100 lines at most.
3 by far is the worst with the dogs.
I hate to say, but this one doesn't get any better, dude.
Everything
that they've been, like I said, stepping up.
Yeah,
I
saw it.
Went overboard. To me, this will sum up how ridiculous it is. I notice this when a movie's bad or I'm not really enjoying it, I start nitpicking shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck their suits can stop bullets?
Mm-hmm. Kevlar suits?
Kevlar.
Right.
But they get punched and they still get hurt. What fucking sense does that? If it stops a bullet to where they're like, pink, let's keep fighting, but they get punched in the gut and they're like, oh, what fucking sense does that make? Makes no fucking sense. The one thing I will say, it's really, really, really ridiculously stupid, but I laughed my ass off, and I don't think it was intended to be funny. When he gets close to the end, he has to go up this flight of stairs. It's like 200 steps, and he has to do it within a certain time. He has a time limit for a reason. You'll find out why. He gets like almost to the top, dude. And he's fighting, he's doing his thing, and then somebody kicks him, and then like halfway down, there's you know how it steps, and then like a little flat area, and then more steps.
Yeah.
He lands here, and you can see the stunt guy jump to get to the next set of steps to fall down. Dude, it is so stupid. And I'm like, bro, seriously? He went through all of that shit, and now he's at the bottom of the steps, and he has to go up again. It was so fucking slapstick. It's not supposed to be funny,
but
it's so stupid.
So they just went too extreme for it.
It's so bad. Like I said, for the fans of this series that like that type of stuff, it's going to be exactly what you want.
Kind of like the Expendables.
It is. It's the end game of this series. The way that end game just gave you action because they built everything up. That's John Wick 4.
So I was looking for a timeline because presumably, let me use your word, John Wick 1 through like 3 was like a couple days, right?
Yeah,
everything because it was like continuous, and then John Wick 1 finished, and then John Wick 2 started where he was running away, and then John Wick 2 finished, and then 3 started like right away, right? So it was like between a couple days where everything was happening, right? So me, I was just like, okay, I couldn't find it online. I looked and I looked and I looked. Probably didn't look.
It'll be out there someday.
So I was trying to figure out, all right, what was the span of this? You know, because
it's like a week.
Yeah, pretty much. Right? Oh, he went to Dubai? Yeah, he got there in 2 hours.
He was perfectly fine with his dog in his car, and then end of 4, it was a week later.
Right? Yeah,
what
pretty
the
much.
Fuck? We'll get there.
So
yeah.
Overall?
7 for John Wick 4. 3 was probably like maybe a 7. Nah, probably a 6.5 because that was, I think, the worst one.
Yeah.
2 was still good.
Yeah.
I would have given that one probably like a 7.5, 8. The first one is like a 9. Yeah. I loved the first John Wick. The fact that people were like, it's because of a stupid dog. No, dude, you don't get the whole point. That was, they took away the only thing he had left of his wife.
Yeah.
And that is enough. For somebody that is truly in love, you're fucking with the wrong thing. Like, homeboy just lost his fucking wife. The dog was supposed to be something for him to care about, and you took that away. Yeah, you fucked up. So 1 is so fucking good. But the rest of them, overall series, maybe like an 8, and that's mostly because of.
Did it have those weird like subtitles that were like shooting out and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough. Oh, the other thing, that one I will spoil. You know how I told you it has warriors? Mm-hmm. You remember that they have the DJ chick that's just, all they show is like her mouth, and it's like, hey, boppers, blah, blah, like putting out the hits for the warriors. Mm-hmm. They do the exact same thing in this one. Exact. Like, she literally says boppers, and she's calling out like, hey, the price just went up. He's here. Go get him. The exact same thing. So that to me was like, fuck yeah. Now I'm gonna watch the Warriors. I love the Warriors.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in such a long time.
Oh, you gotta rewatch it. Yeah. The whole speech that Cyrus gives at the beginning, dude, I would word for word. My parents hated when I watched that movie because word for word I would say that shit. But yeah, they do that. That was really cool. So I don't know why. Throwback. Yeah, I don't know why they did it. I need to research that. I don't know if the director of this one was a huge fan or something, but they did that. So I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. Unnecessary, but really fucking cool.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You can jump in the comments and tell me how stupid I am and why it is great. Please correct me.
So
if we have time, and I'm going to throw in there's going to be an additional segment this week. I didn't tell you. Anyway, our special guest, Ambrose, decided to cross-dress as a cute little girl. And say hi, Ambrose.
Hi.
You're supposed to say hi, Ambrose.
Hi, Ambrose.
This is my daughter. This is the one that I've mentioned once in a while. Lulu. Oh, I'm sorry. What do you want to be called?
Anything?
Anything?
No.
My special guest, anything. There you go. She's going to be awkward. She's already anticipating being in front of 2 people because that's the only people we have. But anyway, as I mentioned on the regular episode, you can jump in here and talk. Like, don't just sit there like a statue. My daughter went with us to see Silver Bullet. So, like I said in the segment with Ambrose, I'm going to throw this in here and get her review mostly because you already heard my thoughts. So.
Ambrose is old. You need a...
Damn, bro. I'm older than him, so
No,
thanks.
Ambrose is getting old. It should be me, not Ambrose.
It should be you what?
It should be me on the episode. It's not Ambrose.
Oh, you should be my new guest host?
Yes.
Is that right? She just wants to take over. Make your own show.
No.
You have a studio here, bro. Make your own show.
What am I going to talk about?
I don't know. It's your choice. Make it the Lulu show. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. What are we going to call you again? Is it Lucinda? Is it Lulu? Buddha? What are we doing here?
You can call me Lulu.
Weasel?
I knew you were going to say something about the weasel.
Yeah, so anyway. All right, so anyway, stop playing, focus.
Sorry.
What did you think of the movie? What did you think of, let's see, let's start off with the movie. What did you think of the movie?
It was all right.
Like when I showed you, when you saw that it was going to be old, was it as bad as you thought it was going to be because it was old?
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
But it wasn't great either.
It wasn't
What is
great.
it that you didn't like about it?
No monster. That monster seemed like pretty bad.
Well,
But-
okay, take into consideration when it was made. Like, think about it's like this is like I should have looked it up, but I can't now because I don't have my phone. But it was like mid '80s, early '80s, so that was like 90.
40.
That's like 30 years ago. So for the time, it wasn't that bad, and it was a low budget movie. It didn't have a lot of money behind it, so they actually did pretty good. But other than that, what else did you not really like about it?
It was just that. It was just mainly like
the monster, the makeup or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, now take this into account. Keep this in mind. Considering that they couldn't really show him that much because the makeup and stuff was pretty bad. They did a pretty good job about making you creeped out about the monster, even though they didn't show the monster. Because like in the mist,
like a murder mystery.
Kind of, yeah. So take that into account. Did you develop a crush on Corey Haim? We were kind of not making fun. We were teasing her. There's a difference between making fun and teasing. We were teasing her while we were sitting there because I saw Corey Haim really young, and I'm like, holy crap, it looks like you. And she just started laughing her ass off. So that was funny. The acting, how was the acting? Like, do you think that anybody kind of dragged the movie down with their bad acting?
No, not really.
I don't know if you feel this way, but did you feel that the priest was maybe kind of like overdoing it just a little too much, almost like he was in a very serious role and everybody else was just kind of having fun with the movie?
Yeah, kind of like it was. No, I don't know how to say it. It was like kind of like creeping me out. Like
He played his character really well.
Yeah, he was creeping out. He was like, it was like he was very adamant about like the monster and stuff and everything, and then everyone was just like in like their own kind of world. But he was like so adamant about what was happening, and it was just like, that's really weird.
Okay, most people when they watch a movie, they're like, oh yeah, I knew it the whole time. No, you didn't. You didn't know it was him the whole time. When did you I'm sure everybody has suspicions, but when did you know for sure that, okay, yep, it was him? Do you remember?
I would say like when they had the funeral for the 4 people that died, I believe.
Oh, that he had the nightmare?
Yeah, that was like, that's like...
Yeah, that's a little on the nose, because I think what they were trying to do is like he was having a nightmare about a werewolf, but I don't think anybody had mentioned a werewolf to him yet. So he had no reason to be thinking about a werewolf. It was a little on the nose, like, yeah, you're making it a little too obvious. Yeah, you'll get there one day.
I think what made it better, the movie, is that, how like they kind of not remade it, but...
Oh, digital enhancement?
Yeah, digital...
Mhm.
The
Bloopers.
digital enhancer.
Yeah.
That like it helped a lot because I feel like if I saw it how it was when you were growing up, like I would have been
You know
miserable.
what? Let's look it up right now that we get inside. We'll see if there's a even on YouTube. I'm sure they have a clip, or they might have the actual movie on one of the streaming services that we can pull up real quick. Because it's. I mean, you're very spoiled in that you have no idea how bad graphics and visuals used to be.
Dragon Ball, like from Dragon Ball, from when it was made to now the anime that's being made, like it seems.
Oh my god! Especially because I mean, obviously she dressed up as a character, Demon Slayer. The graphics are you can tell where they're doing hand drawn and where they're doing computer, because like Mugen Train, when they're showing the actual train moving, like you can tell that's totally digital. I mean, I'd have to point it out to you, but it's really obvious. And it makes for a very different experience watching anime, cartoons, anything animated.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anything else? What about the experience itself? The overall movie experience you like the Alamo Draft House?
I love the Alamo Draft House. Like
it's perfect for her. It's food and movie and. Do you? Because she has a little bit of social anxiety. Do you find it easier to be there than a regular theater because it's less people?
Yes, like I feel like at other movie theaters it's like very crowded and it's like you guys are coming in late.
It feels stuff, especially people are coming in late. And Alamo, for any of you that haven't been to, if you don't have one, it's a very old style. Like I really like that. Like in this one for Silver Bullet, they're showing like clips from other werewolf movies from around the world from like the 70s and stuff, which is totally hokey, but it's really cool to have that experience. It's almost like you were rich and you have a theater in your house and you invited a few people over. Like it's a small intimate, maybe 100 people fit in there.
Less, I feel like.
Well, because think about it, it's at least 10 people per row and it's about 10 rows.
Yeah,
so it's about 100 people. But it doesn't seem like it. It seems more small, but it's about 100 people compared to a regular theater, which is probably like 250, 300 people. Yeah. So it's a big difference. What's up?
I forgot what I was going to say.
That happens. So at the end. All right. So that was our review, but we have a special guest. So what did you think of Silver Bullet, the movie? Remember the movie we went to see at the theater with the werewolf? What did you think? Was it scary?
It was scary.
Yeah? And was it worth the food? Because the food was awesome? The popcorn?
Of course.
Of course?
Hold on, I need to turn around.
Okay. Don't be too loud. Okay. And what else did you think? Did you like being at the movies?
I love thinking about the movie. I love it.
Yeah? What else do you want to see in the theaters?
I want to see Elsa Anna.
Elsa Anna. So when Frozen is in theaters, we have to go watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to watch Clueless with Mom and Sissy so that you can go see that one?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see Super Mario?
No.
You don't?
No.
I'll show you the trailer and then let's see if you change your mind, because you might change your mind when you see the trailer. Yeah, it's like the game. Like the Mario Kart game. I'll show you the trailer right now and we'll see if we go take you to see it. Okay? All right. Thank you, special guest. Okay, but you can't really talk, even though she's going to. I don't know. I was trying to convince her mom to let her drink and smoke like Ambrose and I do, but she didn't go for it. So, maybe in like 7 years. Oh, well. Probably less. Any final thoughts on Silver Bullet? Is it something that... Did you have enough of a good experience with it that you would maybe want to watch it again for nostalgia? So like, I used to watch that I watched that with my dad, or you know what, we haven't seen in a while. Let's watch Silver Bullet again.
Maybe like
when you're not in one of your moods, I can make you be like, hey, we're gonna watch Silver Bullet. Come sit down.
Yeah, like something like that. Because I wouldn't watch it on my own. Like if I were to watch something on my own, it wouldn't be Silver Bullet. It would be more like Footloose and stuff like that.
Yeah. That I gotta say, I'm really proud of this kid for being 11 years old in this day and age. She's more cultured when it comes to movies than a lot of 11-year-olds. She knows about Footloose and Back to the Future and stuff like that. Have I made you watch all of it though? Back to the Future? You haven't seen all of it, huh? I need to make you watch Teen Wolf. That it's also Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future. It's him that he's a werewolf and his dad doesn't tell him until he goes through puberty and pretty much turns into a wolf and he's freaking out because he has no idea what's going on. It's actually really fun. That one's a comedy. It's not a horror movie at all. So that one, we should make you watch that one. But anyway, yeah. Oh my God, she watches Crybaby. Footloose. What's the other one? Stupid Dirty Dancing. Whatever. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining me, man. We'll have to do more of these segments, but you have to watch some of the stuff that I'm watching because she's stuck on anime and all kinds of stuff that I don't want to watch. What have we watched together? Demon Slayer we're watching. We should do one. Actually, we need to catch up on Demon Slayer, and then we'll do a Demon Slayer one.
I should catch up on Dragon Ball. I haven't started Dragon Ball.
Start your One Piece and just go through One Piece because Dragon Ball is also
it's
lengthy.
Dragon Ball Z, all of the movies.
You can skip GT because that one isn't technically canon. So, but yeah,
I don't know how David does that.
That's another thing. You know what? That would actually be really cool. Maybe we can get David to come over and you guys can do a segment. I could even do your own show.
We would be arguing what's
Done.
better.
I think if Ambrose and I kind of argued a little bit more, I think it'd be better actually. But we'll have to see. Where are we at? 12 minutes? That's not bad at all. Okay, I thought it was going to be a little more than... It's going to be cut, I'll tell you right now. So it's not going to be a full 12 minutes. But anyway. All right. Thank you, man, for joining me. We'll have to do this more often. Maybe I can convince you to do your own show. You can be right in the middle like a news anchor. Like today on Lulu's Thoughts. Just make it
You
Lulu's
need to
Thoughts.
give me ideas.
Oh, dude, we can totally do that. So, and I'll edit it for you, put special effects. I'll put weasels in the background and shit. I'm trying not to cuss, but it's not working very well. So, all right. Well, that is our segment. And Ambrose and Arturo, back to you. You're supposed to look over there, not at me.
Oh.
Lou wants to jump in because we went to the theater and watched Silver Bullet. You've never seen it?
No.
Okay. Totally cheesy 80s werewolf movie. It was a hell of an experience because there's a lot of movies that I only saw on VHS. You know, we didn't go to the movies a lot as a kid. So that's one that I was stupid excited because I saw that Alamo Drafthouse was going to have it. They do a great job of, like, I love the little previews and stuff that they're doing beforehand. It is remastered. Yeah. But it's just a whole experience. A lot of times they'll do food based on the movie. This one they didn't, but stuff like that. I didn't make, but I was like, I'm gonna go watch Silver Bullet. Cinda, you did? And she's like, yeah. Any excuse for me to buy her popcorn? She's there. And I'm like, Lou, you want to go? Well, doing her typical preteen stuff, and I'm like, we're gonna go watch it. And then I asked my mom, and she said she loves Silver Bullet also. That was one of our bonding movies. But then I'm like, shit, that means we have to take L. And so I'm like, fuck it, let's give it a shot. So I ended up taking everybody. Bro, it was one of the best experiences.
Was it? Awesome.
It turns out that a guy was there that is from El Paso that did his own comic book, and he was promoting that. It's about werewolves. I ended up buying the fucking book.
Of course.
And he's from El Paso. The guy that backed him is from El Paso. And the guy that's a producer that's apparently done fairly popular shows is from El Paso. So they're trying to get that made into either a cartoon or a miniseries. Oh, nice. So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. It was everything that I was hoping it would be.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie for what it was at the time. Great experience. If you haven't seen it, if you can see it in theaters, even better. But if not, if you're into 80s cheese, you're going to love it.
80s cheese?
80s cheese.
Like fermented stinky cheese?
This is blue cheese, just... I don't know cheeses, but yes, it was really good.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice.
And you'll have a little more in depth with me and Lou.
Well, I guess I'm watching something else too then.
What?
I'll check it out. I'll watch it again.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wait, not again. You said you haven't seen it.
I'll watch it.
You'll watch it for the first time?
Okay. I started watching it.
Okay.
Because I found it like on Tubi or something. I don't remember what it was at, but I started watching it and I'm sitting there like,
it is a bit of a slow burn.
Yeah.
It's more story driven kind of.
I was trying
but
to figure out what it
reminded
me of. It was like other movies because I kind of Monster Squad, was it? Or what was some other ones that were during the 80s around the same time? You know, that...
I don't want to say quite Goonies-ish, but kind of. It's a kid and the sister dealing with a monster type thing. The adults don't believe them.
Yeah.
There's stuff going. But dude, the way that they're building what's happening, you can nitpick it because you're gonna be like, okay, this and this is happening, but it hasn't happened up until now. Like, why is it happening now? Needs to be more backstory, but they don't do that. You have to get into the mindset. In the 80s, this was typical.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, I've seen better. If you're expecting to see a werewolf and doing the killings and all this stuff, it's very monsters in the background doing stuff, and you get little glimpses here and there. That's it.
Which is the werewolf one with Benicio del Toro?
Shit, I did it again. Benicio del Toro. I think that's just Wolf. No, that's Jack Nicholson. Oh, I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking
about,
right?
Yeah. I think that was supposed to be their attempt to do the whole monster movies thing because they did that, and then The Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay. Oh,
they were trying to revamp that whole thing, and it didn't pan out. But yeah, it's like I said, if that's your type of movie and you like that nostalgia, go back and rewatch it or watch it for the first time. Other than that, it's very cheesy.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Just to kind of like pre-game to watch. It'll be fresh in my mind too. In other words.
Oh, that was too much. So,
yeah,
we're good. All right.
So.
Let's take a quick little break because I just forgot the outro. Oh, good. I'll edit it.
Okay. What break? Goodbye, everybody. Peace.
Peace, bitches.
Wait, that's my line.
Right? we're stealing each other. Let's do that. Let's switch lines. You do mine and I'll do yours.
All right. Be good to yourself and others. Something like that.
Peace. I'm going to leave that. Oh, that was good.
That is